The Taj Mahal is Muslim complex and it as a symbol of India's rich history. Basically, the Taj Mahal was built in years 1632 by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. The reason it was built because to immortalize his wife Mumtaz that was died in year 1631. Next, the Taj Mahal was located in Agra, India, and the specific location is right bank of the Yamuna River in the Agra district in Uttar Pradesh. And the next further size, basically, Taj Mahal was constructed in an area of 42 acres, and the main of building stands have a height of 50 meters, and Taj Mahal have 4 minors, and the height are 137 feet each, while the height of the tomb is 58 meters. And the last one, the Taj Mahal have a garden covering the area of 580 meters by 300 meters.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Nurzaika Razali. So in this part, we are going to discuss about the geometry concept of the Taj Mahal. As we know, that Taj Mahal is renowned for its Mughal architecture. The geometry plays an important role in this architecture. Then, for our information, Taj Mahal is much larger than what we think, which is, it is divided into 3 parts, which are the mausoleum in the north, the garden in the middle, and an entry in the south. The garden is divided into 4 perfectly square. So now we know that geometric concept play important role in the Taj Mahal. So here we are going to discuss about 5 geometry shapes that involve in Taj Mahal, which are right circular cylinder, right octagonal frames, rectangular frames, rectangle, and square. Let's start. Firstly, let's see the right circular cylinder, the shape of drum which is located on the central chamber of the mausoleum. The cylinder is 3D in shape that contains lateral area and the basis area. The cylinder also consists of an axis line which is perpendicular to the basis line that gives 90 degrees in angle. The height of the drum is 7 meter and the diameter is 23.57 meter. Then we know that the radius is 11.78 meter by substituting in the formula D equal to 2R. To find the area of the cylinder, we use the formula A equal to L plus 2B, where L is lateral area and B is basis area. Then we found that the area is 915.89 meters squared. Then to find the volume, we multiply the base area with the height. Then we found the volume is 3051 meters cubed. Next, the entrance door of the mausoleum was designed in rectangle shape. The rectangle is a parallelogram that consists of 2 congruent pair sides. The angle of each side is 90 degrees. Then, from the data found, we know that the height of the rectangle is 28.34 meter and the length of the base is 23.34 meter. To know the perimeter of this rectangle, we need to multiply 2 to the addition of the base length and the height. So we got 103.44 meter. To know the area of this rectangle, we need to multiply the length of the base and the height. So we got 662.39 meters squared. That's all from me. To know further, we proceed to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Umairah binti Muhammad Hadib from 8014, and here I will present about the rest of the geometrical shape of the Taj Mahal and its concept. The first shape that I will explain is the right octagonal prism. The central chamber of mausoleum is a right octagonal prism in shape. The octagonal prism is a 3D uniform polyhedron bounded by 10 polygons. It has 10 faces, 24 edges, and 16 vertices. The octagon are the bases of the prism, and the rectangle are the lateral faces. Now, I will explain about its geometrical concept. First, we have known that the height of right octagonal prism is 24.5 meter and the diameter of its bases is 17.68 meter. So that the length of its aperture is 8.84 meter. Other than that, the length of each side is 9.75 meter. the angle between octagon and rectangle is 90 degree, while the angle between rectangle and rectangle is 135 degree. In order to find the total surface area, we use the theorem for the total surface area that we have learned during our class lesson, which is A equal to L plus 2B. As shown, we know that L represents lateral area and B represents base area. And then, after we apply all the theorem that we have learned, we got the total surface area, which is 2600.52 meters square. After that, in order to find the volume of the prism, we use the theorem which is given by the multiplication of the base area and its altitudes. After the calculations, we got the volume which is 8446.62 meter cube. Next, we will move to the rectangular prism. The MOS is a rectangular prism in shape. In geometry, a rectangular prism can be defined as a three-dimensional solid shape which has 6 faces that are rectangles. It has the same cross-section along a length which make it a prism. For each geometrical concept, we have known that the height of rectangular prism is 20.3 meter, while the length and the width of the rectangular prism is 56.6 meter and 23.38 meter respectively. It has a total of 24 angles which all are 90 degree. To find the total surface area of the prism, we use the same theorem as before, which is A equal to L plus 2B as shown, and we got 5,893.8 meters square as the answer. To find its volume, we also use the same theorem as before, which is given by the multiplication of the base area and its altitudes. And then, we got 26,863 meter cube as the answer. Now, let's move to the square. One of the garden portion of the Taj Mahal was cut into 4, forming square of 60 meter side. A square is a rectangle that has 2 congruent adjacent sides. It has 4 right angles and it is also known as quadrilateral. For each geometrical concept, we have known that the length of the side of a square is 60 meter. All 4 angles of the square is 90 degree. From this, we can find the area. The theorem to find its area is given by the product of the length of a side with itself. And from this, we got 3,600 meter square as the answer.
Hello everybody, I'm Nurin Nuha binti Zakri. I will explain to you guys about the cross-section of the Taj Mahal building.
By referring to Taj Mahal building, we can do 3 cross-section.
Those cross-section are horizontal cross-section, vertical cross-section, and angle slice. Firstly, I will explain about horizontal cross-section. By referring to the pictures in this video, this is a mausoleum of the Taj Mahal building. After we cross horizontally, we will get 2 shapes which are octagon and circle. Octagon can be classified into the following categories: regular and irregular octagon, and concave and convex octagon. In Taj Mahal building, the octagon shape that was obtained from crossing the central chamber of mausoleum horizontally is a regular octagon. This is because it has equal sides and equal angles. The interior angle of octagon of each vertex is 135 degree and the central angle is 45 degree. By calculating the base area of octagon, we will get the base area of the right octagonal prism, which is 344.76 meters square. The second shape is a circle, which is obtained from crossing the cylinder shape of the drum of mausoleum. The circles are said to be congruent if they have equality.
The diameter of a circle is the longest chord of a circle.
The base area of the drum of mausoleum is 436.32 meters square and can be calculated by finding the area of circle. Next, when a plane crosses in the middle of the rectangular prism, it will form a rectangle shape. All the angles of a rectangle are 90 degree and the opposite of a rectangle are equal and parallel.
Besides, the diagonals of rectangle bisect each other. By calculating the area of the rectangle, we will get the base area of the mosque of Taj Mahal building, which is 1323.3 meters square. Next, I will explain about vertical cross-section. In Taj Mahal building, the right orthogonal prism, rectangular prism, and the right circular cylinder shapes all will form rectangle shapes. These rectangle shapes form as a plane was inserted vertically perpendicular to the orthogonal shape of the right orthogonal prism, rectangle shape of the base of rectangular prism, and the circle shape of cylinder respectively. The properties of rectangles are: rectangles have parallel and equal opposite sides. Each interior angle is equal to 90 degrees. The sum of all the interior angles is equal to 360 degrees. Altitude of length h of rectangle is equal to the altitude of the central chamber, altitude of the mosque, and altitude of the drum, which is 24.5 meter, 20.3 meter,
and 7 meter.
These three pictures are the shape obtained after crossing vertically the Taj Mahal building. Next, I will explain about the last type of cross-section, which is angle slice. By crossing the building in angle slice, there are many new shapes that can be obtained. Firstly, the shape of octagon as the plane was inserted from the edge of top prism to the middle of the base of the right orthogonal prism, like in this video. Next, by crossing the shape of cylinder in angle slice, it will form the oval shape. Oval shape has no angles, has two lines of symmetry, and only has one curved line. And the last shape is parallelogram shape that can be obtained by crossing in angle slice of the rectangular shape of the mosque. A parallelogram is a polygon with four sides. The opposite angles and sides of the parallelogram are congruent and the diagonal bisect to each other. So, I have explained all the cross-section that can obtain from crossing the Taj Mahal building. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning. I'm Julia Batrisha binti Abraza with metric numbers B201A5883. In this part, I would like to summarizing and concluding our assignment. So our group chose Taj Mahal building as our reference. In part A, we were assigned to complete the task by investigating a building in work with the geometrical shapes and concept. The introductions of our video were about history, usage, location, and diagram of Taj Mahal. And then we go to the next part of our assignment, which is part B, geometrical shapes of Taj Mahal. In part B, they were stated that the sides of Taj Mahal were divided into three parts, which is an entry to the south, the garden in the center, and the mausoleum in the north. The gardens of the Taj Mahal are four in number because they form a perfect square divided into four by channels. Each channel is divided into four by perfectly straight secondary roads delineating 16 lots. We identified that Taj Mahal had variety of shapes but we only choose 5 geometrical shapes, which are right circular cylinder, right orthogonal prism, rectangular prism, square, and also rectangle. The geometrical shapes that we identify in Taj Mahal building are the shapes that we have learned in geometry courses. In conclusion, we had learned about the history of Taj Mahal building, which is the most beautiful building in Indian cultural design, by relating its to geometrical shape and its concept by completing this task. Taj Mahal represents the finest architectural and artistic achievement through perfect harmony and excellent craftsmanship. We had discovered that the geometrical shapes that we investigate in Taj Mahal building is related to our topic in geometry course. From chapter 4 consists of squares and rectangular, while chapter 6 consists of circle and circular. We also had gained many benefits by appreciating the beautiful monument history of Taj Mahal by applying our knowledge about geometrical shapes and its measurement by completing this assignment. So that's all from our group. Thank you.